Out of 4,500 entries for the Petco Foundation Holiday Wishes Grant, the Mohawk Hudson Humane Society was one of the top 8 winners chosen. The Humane Society was awarded $25,000 for the quality of their work when it comes to dealing with so-called railroad puppies. You'll remember this story, of course. On September 8th of 2012, 3 puppies were found on the railroad tracks at North Pearl Street in Albany with severe injuries. Hudson and Pearl, 2 of the dogs, survived and were adopted. The Society's executive director, Shear, says the place was overwhelmed with the community support surrounding Hudson and Pearl. No word yet what they're going to use the grant for, but we sure congratulate them. And certainly that was a story that brought awareness to everybody, Jerry, about the dangers of, I don't know, leaving pets alone, having them in the wrong hands. I mean, there's just a myriad of situations that had to be dealt with after that, and I think that they were dealt with well. So congratulations to
nice that they were recognized that way. Yeah. Well, back in the news, what the man giving those sign language signals during the Nelson Mandela Memorial is now saying tonight about his past.
NASA has ordered up a series of urgent spacewalks to fix a broken cooling line on the International Space Station, and officials decided just a short time ago to send 2 American astronauts out as soon as possible. They're going to replace a pump that contains a bad valve. It's going to require at least 2 or 3 spacewalks to do this. The first one is scheduled for Saturday. And that bogus sign language interpreter at the Nelson Mandela Memorial is back in the news tonight. Tom Sanka Janji says he has records to prove that he worked at official events in the past. He says he's done sign language for the South African government in recent years, but last night we told you how his family and friends say he was part of a mob a decade ago that caught 2 men stealing a TV and burned them to death. He told reporters he was headed to a psychiatric hospital today to have a medical exam.
6 U.S. service members are dead tonight after a helicopter crash in Afghanistan. It happened in the southern part of the country today. Officials say it looks like the helicopter experienced engine problems before it crashed. However, they say they are unsure if that is what caused it. There were no reports of insurgent activity in that part of Afghanistan. The identities of the victims have not been released. 1 dead and several others injured after an explosion at an apartment complex in Birmingham, Alabama overnight. Police found a woman in the rubble this morning, but she had died before they could free her. Police say a concrete slab from the 2nd floor had fallen on her. The cause of the explosion is being investigated.
A sightless man and his guide dog are okay after falling on the New York City subway tracks and getting passed over by a train. It happened during the busy rush hour commute at the 145th Street station this morning. Witnesses say the man looked weak and the dog was actually trying to pull him away from the edge of the platform, but was unsuccessful. The man and the dog went onto the tracks right into the path of an oncoming train. People screamed for the man to get down. He did, as the train just went right over him.
What did you say to him?
Lay down. I just yelled, lay down. That's
And
it.
he did it.
And he did it.
I yelled at him. I yelled at the man to stay down because the train was coming in, and we told the conductor, the one that's driving the train, to stop the train. Then he went over a guy.
Unbelievably, that man was not seriously hurt. The dog is all right, too, and is by the man's side in the hospital tonight.